I'm Vi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be doing a get ready with me. I have some things to say, and at the same time we're going to be doing this experimental look, I guess, inspired by my new hair color, and using concrete minerals again. So if you haven't seen my concrete minerals review, I'll link it somewhere, probably put a card up here, and also link it in the description box below. Oh, just FYI, in all my makeup videos I list all the products I use down in the description if you're curious, and I also link my full face tutorial for those of you who are curious on how I do the rest of my face. So yeah, without further ado, onto the rest of the video. Okay, so normally I would be doing my makeup and talking at the same time. However, I had a load of laundry drying while I was filming, so we're just gonna have to do it with a voiceover format. The colors I'll be using on my eyes today will be Seance, Sabotage, and Voodoo Dolly from Concrete Minerals, for those of you who are curious. But now, let's get into my life update. Y'all, there's been a lot of things happening in my life recently. My aunt came back from Laos last year, and we discovered that she had late stage ovarian cancer. I believe it was stage 4. So during the pandemic, we also had to deal with cancer. Now she's been on chemo 6 times now total. It was 3 rounds of chemo, and then she went under for a hysterectomy to take her ovaries and her uterus out, and then 3 more rounds of chemo. And then she had a blood test done up, and the results came back saying that, she still had cancer in her blood. So now she's on a 30-day pill regimen, 120 pills for 30 days, so that's 4 pills a day. And oh my god, when I found out how much these pills cost, it's fucking ridiculous. $15,000 for 120 pills. I did the math. That's $500 of pills she has to consume every day. $500 for 4 pills. Can you imagine? Luckily, my aunt is on state insurance, but can you imagine if someone didn't have insurance? My god, just fucking universal healthcare, y'all. Like, seriously, it's ridiculous, this price gouging bullshit from the drug companies. Somebody has to do something, and that somebody has to be the US government. Like, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But luckily, I asked my aunt, she's feeling okay. So that's the most important thing, is that she's feeling okay, and hopefully by the end of the 30 days, her levels will be acceptable and her cancer will be in remission. If not, she's gonna have to undergo more chemo, which is a bummer, because chemo sucks. Chemo takes a lot out of your body. It takes you're pretty much poisoning your body, right? It's chemicals, it's toxins you're putting into your body. So hopefully it doesn't come to that, but we're just gonna have to see. On a happier note, I helped my mom close on her refinance. Finally, it only took us 4 months because COVID. Normally when you refinance, it takes, 4 to 6 weeks roughly. with COVID, it was like everybody wanted to jump on the low interest rate that the banks were offering for this time, and we finally closed yesterday, which was a victory because, oh my god, bureaucracy, man. Bureaucracy sucks. Like, I guess the new rules during COVID was that, like, the paperwork that you submitted is only good for 30 days, and if you're in queue, eventually that paperwork is gonna expire. So we had to submit a lot of documents, and it was a lot of back and forth over email and scrambling to find, you know, the appropriate paperwork and all that stuff. And, you know, my mom, she's foreign. Her English isn't very good, so I'm the go-in-between. I was the one that made sure that everything was submitted properly, everything was signed, yada yada yada. That's why I went to the closing today to make sure that she signed in the appropriate places. And also, I guess I was also acting as moral support for her. So yeah, that's one good news, right? Our original mortgage interest rate was like 4 point something. We got it down to 2.6, which is a win. And also, it went from a 30-year mortgage to a 15-year mortgage, so that's also another win. And her monthly payments also went down like by $300, which is great. So yeah, victory, like I said. I'm glad I convinced her to stick with it, because she almost gave up like right before the finish line because we didn't know how long it was going to take. But yeah, we stuck through it, we got through it, and we did it. Supply and demand is ridiculous right now. I mean, it wasn't, you know, the people who were working on its fault. You know, it just suddenly there was a surge of refinance applications and only a limited amount of staff, so it makes sense. I don't blame the bank at all. Well, other than the whole 30-day expiration on documents thing, that kind of sucked. Not that it kind of sucked, it did suck. It sucked a lot. Oh, I should mention that the eyeshadow look that I'm doing is inspired by my new hair color. I actually did, well, my mom helped too, to get the back and stuff. But we actually did this dye job at home. I ordered from Arctic Fox. I believe the colors are Purple Rain and Violet Dream. I used one whole bottle of Purple Rain and half a bottle of Violet Dream. So 8 ounces of Purple Rain, 4 ounces of Violet Dream mixed together, and threw it on top of my existing purple hair, and we get this. I don't get to see Allie for like another month, so I figured I'd just do this dye job at home until I see her next. Going from blonde to purple is tough. Some of the purple washed out more than I liked the last time I washed my hair. So I was like, all right, I'll just throw on a darker purple. And this is what we ended up getting. I really like it. So, yeah. We'll have to see how it fades, though. That will be the real test. Okay, so for my last life update, it requires a little bit of backstory. A couple weeks ago, I went to visit my best friend, and we got to talking, catching up and all that, because I hadn't seen her for a couple months due to COVID and life events and all that stuff. So it was nice to see her and catch up and all that. She told me that she met a guy through Bumble, and we got to talking about online dating, and I told her my whole thing with online dating, my experience before. I did a whole year on 4 different sites with 0 results. And yeah, so she told me, you know, to try Bumble, and you know, to give it a shot when I was ready. And I've heard of Bumble before, but this was kind of like the tipping point. So when I got home, I thought I'd ask Tara what it thought about me joining Bumble. And I was shuffling and I was thinking about the question, and I wasn't even done thinking about the question before a card literally flies out from the piles as I was shuffling. And guess what that card was? It was the Lust card. My tarot deck is the Thoth deck, so in place of Strength in the Major Arcana, there's Lust. So that card jumped out at me, and I was like, okay, well, I got the hint received. And so I finished shuffling. I asked my question, should I join Bumble now? And I got a resounding yes from my Thoth deck. So I was like, all right. I downloaded Bumble that night, and lo and behold, I matched with someone who replied back to me within 15 minutes. So I can't help but think that the universe was really pushing for this one. So yeah, we've been talking for let's see, about a week and a half, like 10 days or so. And I'm meeting him for sushi tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes, and hopefully it goes well. I have a feeling it will though, but yeah, fingers crossed. Of course, we're gonna be socially distanced. We're gonna pick up sushi and then head to the park to eat outside, and mask wearing will be applied when needed. And yeah, safety first, y'all. I'm fully vaccinated, and he's going to get his first vaccination, I think, near the end of April, so we will be good to go. Keep in mind, I've never done anything like this before. You know, go on an app, match with a stranger, talk to them, and like them enough to meet them in person. So this is gonna be an interesting experience either way. I mean, I already tried to scare him off. I told him that I was a witch and I liked true crime, and he still stuck around, so bonus points for him, right? But yeah, this look though, very dark, very dramatic, very out there, very extra. I'm kind of digging it, not gonna lie. Though, this look is definitely a time and place kind of look. But, I'm digging it. Booyah. So that concludes today's video. Thanks for watching and listening to me rant and ramble today. I felt like I needed to update you guys on what was going on in my life, and there was a lot. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this look. It's intense, it's a lot, it's very dark, but I'm kind of feeling it. Feeling my inner Disney villainess vibe, right? Ooh. Magical. Beautiful. Alright, well, like, comment, and subscribe. Do all the things. Ring your notification bell and set it to all so you always know when I post. And until next time, joop joop.